the SGF will make his remarks. The Minister of Health, followed by the National Coordinator, will present the technical updates, after which we shall take the questions. Please let me emphasize this evening that the day is fast spent. You need to file your reports. We shall appreciate simple, direct questions, no double-barreled questions, so that we can make it very, very compact for today. So I will now invite the chairman of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, the Secretary to Government of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustafa, to make his remarks.
Members of the Presidential Task Force, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press, let me, in my own characteristic manner, once again, thank you for your patience. In the last 1 month, you have kept vigil with us every day, in spite of the fact that sometimes we are unable to do the national briefing within the stipulated time we've given you. I believe all is in the course of duty. I welcome you all to the briefing for Wednesday, 22nd April 2020. As we are gradually moving towards the end of week 4 of the lockdown for Lagos, Ogun, as well as the Federal Capital Territory, the Presidential Task Force has intensified its all-round assessment of the impact on the stated objectives, the state of readiness, and next steps to take. As we speak, the DG of the Nigerian Center for Disease Control and the WHO representative are expected back in Abuja later today with their reports from 9 states. The Presidential Task Force notes that the amount of cases has risen generally. This is attributable to expansion of our testing capacity and activities, as well as evidence that community spread is taking place. Considering the dynamic nature of the response plan, the strategy for testing has been modified, and door-to-door testing is now taking place in some communities in Lagos and Abuja. Testing, detection, isolation, care, and case management remain central to our success in this fight. The situation in Kano continues to be of concern, and the Presidential Task Force is working in close contact with the state government to arrest the situation. The Presidential Task Force will update you as soon as there are new developments. Ladies and gentlemen, let me remind us all that this pandemic is real and is spreading like wildfire. We must all arise to fight this potent and invisible common enemy by adhering to the guidelines and protocols for COVID-19, which includes personal hygiene, social distancing, wear of masks in public places, obeying the stay-at-home order, and reporting unusual illness to the authorities for investigation. It is anticipated that by Friday, 24th of April, by the grace of God, the Ramadan season shall commence. I want to use this medium to thank His Eminence, the Sultan of Sokoto, and the President General of the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs for endorsing the recommendations of the Emergency Fatwa Committee by issuing a statement guiding the conduct of the Ummah during the Ramadan. The statement has directed the Ummah on the suspension of obligatory religious activities such as Jumat, congregational, and other sessions during the month of Ramadan to prevent the spread of COVID-19. It similarly encouraged scholars and organizations to use all other means of communication and brokers to disseminate information and conduct programs. Our prayer is that the Almighty shall accept our collective supplication and show mercy. I similarly commend the application of these directives in the states and implore all state governors to please consider these directives before taking further decisions. I am pleased to inform you that as a show of magnanimity and concern for all categories of employees, Mr. President has approved the immediate payment of the withheld February and March 2020 salaries of lecturers not registered on the IPPIS platform. This payment is to cushion the deleterious effect of the COVID-19 period on the lecturers and members of their families. However, all Vice Chancellors are to revalidate the BVN of the affected lecturers before the Accountant General of the Federation can carry out the payments. The Presidential Task Force remains committed to leading the fight against COVID-19 and crave your support, understanding, and cooperation. Your constructive ideas for improvement will always be most welcome. I now invite the Honorable Minister of Health for his update, and I thank you most sincerely for listening.